tonight. Arrangements on top gear as France plans investment on waste-to-energy in Cross River State. Plus, Nigeria Center for Disease Control announces 460 confirmed new cases of COVID-19 in the country. Details shortly. Good evening and welcome to the news at 7 from Nta Calabar. My name is Ode Alenyo, and now the news in details. The visit of French ambassador to Nigeria to Governor Ben Ayade a year ago is yielding fruit as a consortium of companies from that country are now in the state to embark on a waste-to-energy project. Paul Ebel reports that the team was at Government House Calabar to speak further on the essence of their mission.
Nigeria generates millions of tons of waste every day, and from the tonnage, Cross River State generates 3,000 tons per day. With the right technology, waste can be converted to a potential money spinner and source of energy. This is the reason for the visit of these experts to the state in what has been described by stakeholders as a life-saving intervention mission with a feasibility study towards a sustainable solution for the disposal of waste and treatment for energy generation.
We would need to do a proper feasibility study to find out what solution would be best and also what solution would be economically viable.
Is the goal to have a waste-to-energy produce electricity that will be sold for takers in the area.
It's not just about technical, it's also commercial. We have to build a partnership model to demonstrate the commercial viability of the project. So that's why the 6 months is not just technical.
Beyond the Francophone countries, France has humanity at the core of its foreign diplomatic policy. And so Nigeria, being Anglophone, is benefiting from the French government's support. I want to say that the people of Cross River State want you to particularly note that we are grateful that an English-speaking country is receiving this strong aid.
The feasibility study is expected to last for 6 months, which will form the technical and financial basis for the project to be funded by the French government. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
A total of 605 beneficiaries of the federal government household uplifting program conditional cash transfer in Odupane local government area of Cross River State have received their stipends. The joy of the beneficiaries was overwhelming as they expressed gratitude to the federal government for improving their lives and making life more meaningful. Morelio Ajong has details.
Stella Ipeme, a mother of 6 among other dependents who looked up to her for their basic needs, a petty trader and a farmer. Stella says life has been challenging, but as a beneficiary of the conditional cash transfer program, there is a good story to tell.
I use the money for paying my children's school fees. I use the money and add in my farm work, which I was doing. So I invest a lot.
Ifyok Ekmenyong has a similar story to that of Stella, and funds from the conditional cash transfer program has literally got him celebrating.
As an individual, the money has helped me now. I build up myself, I paid for my children, I take some of them to a hospital. In fact, even it helps as a cooperative. It organizes us together. We open accounts with it as a cooperative. So the money has helped us a lot. The
recommencement of payment of stipends to beneficiaries of the federal government household uplifting program, conditional cash transfer, heralds the joy of these Nigerians in Cross River State. What are the expectations of the federal government from the beneficiaries?
You know, the COVID-19 really affected a lot of Nigerians, and so the poorest of the poor are the ones that are supposed to benefit from this program, and so it needs to help their livelihoods, to help them improve in whatever they are doing.
The selection of the beneficiaries was done by SOKU, and they adopt what they call the World Bank process known as community-based targeting, whereby it is the beneficiaries themselves, without knowing the intention of the government, that select themselves.
Facilitators of the program disclosed that a total of 20,344 beneficiaries from poor and vulnerable households across the 18 local government areas of Cross River State are to benefit from the Conditional Cash Transfer Program. From Odupang local government area of Cross River State, Maureen Leo Ajom, NTA News.
Finding solution to food insecurity in Nigeria requires farming, including a grazing ruminant system that will not only feed the world sustainably, but also provide important environmental and societal benefits. This resonated at the 99th inaugural lecture of the University of Calabar, which focuses on justifiable, easy solution into sustainability, where governments have been called upon to pursue a food strategy by reserving prime agricultural land for growing human food, as well as engaging in persons, people, and population system for sustainable results. Odwak Etim has details.
Agriculture is a key sector in Nigeria's long-term food security plan, as it has been an area with potential both in crops and animal farming. With current policies of the federal government aimed at making the agricultural sector a viable base of the economy, these agricultural experts say infrastructural changes are expected to boost the sector and set the stage for future investments. This was at the 99th inaugural lecture in the University of Calabar, where the presenter and professor of ruminant nutrition, Department of Animal Science, Ayoko Saji, speaks on the theme, Justifiable Easy Solutions onto Sustainability and the Food Need.
We must do things differently so we can improve our agricultural processes. So if we change the things, increase the productivity of our processes, we can have more food.
The university done, who highlights several approaches for achieving sustainability and the food need, such as limiting food losses and waste, eating more plant-based food, pointing out that healthy animals are productive and produce healthy and nutritious food.
If we change our ways of life, we'll have enough food on the table and everybody will be happy.
I want to implore Nigerians, we must go back to farm. Our little corners in our homes, we can use them to grow. We can do homegrown agriculture.
With Nigeria showing its strong ambition in accelerating agriculture for large-scale production and food sufficiency, there is hope that with the political will and fundamental investment in research and development, Nigeria's efforts in agriculture advancement will be attained. In Calabar, Odwak Etim, NTA News.
Cross River State tourism potential in cuisine, dressing and dances, as well as natural ecological endowments have been described as a veritable asset for the country's tourism development promotion. This was echoed by the Director General, Nigerian Tourism Development Corporation, Forum Show Coca, during the Nigerian Flavors Calabar edition held in Calabar. Maureen Leo Ajong has more.
Apart from heritage sites and monoliths, which are common features in Calabar and the entire state, the clean and green nature, the cuisines, dress sense, and the dances of the people of Cross River State make tourism potential for the development and promotion of the industry in Nigeria. The Calabar edition of Nigerian Flavors again presents a platform for these endowments of Cross River State to be showcased.
First of all, the food. The cuisine of people of Cross River is just amazing. I have been introduced to so many things. I think the cuisine makes it a destination. I think the people are also very friendly and very warm and very welcoming. I find that another attribute of Cross River State that is conducive to tourism. Behind me, you can see Cali Vegas being built. I've been to Iata Island across the lagoon. This is the marina, not to talk of the waterfalls, the dense rainforests, the watermark. No matter how you look at almost every state in Nigeria, if you package the good things you are good at, people will come to you. Tourism is a thank you for the state of well-being.
Participants at the fair are full of excitement for the initiative of the Nigerian Tourism Development Corporation. Visitors and tourists had time to unwind in the hospitality atmosphere that Calabar provides, living its meaning of come and live and be at rest.
It's a booster for the economy of the state. Talking about businessmen, you can see young businessmen and women are all gathered here. And as for those who are in Calabar particularly,
I think it's something we should do regularly to help entrepreneurs, to encourage entrepreneurs in town to, sell and encourage people to actually get doing something.
It's an avenue to showcase what I do. I want to show people that you can actually get everything you need in drinks and it doesn't have to be alcoholic.
Nigerian Flavors Calabar edition was held at the scenic and iconic Marina Resort, where the aroma of Nigeria's rich delicacies filled the venue. Maureen Leo Ajom, NTA News.
The sixth round of the multiple indicators cluster survey mix has been flagged off in Benue State with a charge on all stakeholders to ensure accurate and reliable data collection to enhance proper planning and implementation of policies and programs for good governance. Elias Ifa reports that the launch of the survey, which is to be carried out in all the 36 states of the Federation and the FCT, is sequel to an earlier flag-off at the national level.
Inaccurate data collection has over the years remained the bane of proper planning, wealth distribution and implementation of policies and programs of government at different levels. It is to ensure a reliable national statistical system and provide up-to-date information that the Multiple Indicators Cluster Survey (MICS) is being carried out to provide reliable data on issues and conditions of children and women in Nigeria.
It will further assist to strengthen the capacity of national statistical system in data gathering, analysis, and monitoring.
All our staff have been trained and we are going to go to the grassroots in Benue State.
At the flag-off of the sixth round of the Multiple Indicators Cluster Survey, representative of the Benue State Governor, Mrs. Ngunan Adingi, advised field personnel to integrate with rural communities to enjoy full support to enhance the success of the exercise.
If we want to do the right thing, and particularly for the sake of UNICEF and all the partners that are involved, the data must be correct.
The data collection exercise, which is being carried out in the 23 local government areas of the state, is to last for 67 days. In Makurdi, Elias, Itiaf, NTA News.
The federal government has commenced decentralization of the Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System (IPPIS) to ensure seamless operation of the policy. To this end, a training of IPPIS role players is ongoing across the Federation. Clement Barikui reports that the South-South training is holding in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom state capital.
Before now, it was difficult for government to have accurate data of its workforce, even as sharp practices such as ghost workers and illegal extension of service years were the order of the day. The coming of the Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System (IPPIS) in 2007 put all these to rest, though not without initial teething problems, which this training intends to address.
Some loan houses collect the salary. At the end of the day, some other deductions cannot be taken out.
It's okay that it's been centralized, but we've had a lot of issues as regards variation.
Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris, in his message to the IPPIS role players training, reaffirmed federal government determination to seek and implement new ideas and strategies to sustain the gains of the various financial management reform initiatives.
So what government continues to do is to continue to have a stakeholders engagement, just like we are having now, continuously engage the operators, engage the accounting officers and everyone, all stakeholders.
If a staff is on interdiction, they should be able to discipline the staff. They can remove a staff, they can add a staff. They will have to sign off and then take responsibility.
Here in Akwa Ibom State, I am happy and proud to announce that we commenced the use of this process since this administration came in.
The IPPRS policy, which started with 6 ministries, departments and agencies, now has 711 MDAs on the payment platforms, and this has saved costs and reduced leakages in government expenditure. In Uyo, Clement Barikui, NTA News.
You are watching this newscast reaching you from the studio of Nta Calabar. You can watch the newscast on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Nta Calabar. We'll take a break. The news continue shortly.
As news breaks from the north, south, east, and west of Nigeria, we bring it to you. News from the length and breadth of Cross River State is sent to you via this channel.
With movers and shakers in various spheres of influence talking to us, we carve a niche and showcase our experience in broadcasting, because it's Nta Calabar before others.
You can't get this anywhere else. It's only here on Nta Calabar News, showing at this times 3 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and 7 p.m. every day. Nta Calabar News. Our experience counts.
Welcome back to the rest of our news. The Federal Road Safety Corps is advising motorists, travelers, and the general public traveling to the southwest to use Lokoja, Okene, Ogori, Mangogu as alternative routes to and from the zone. The report is here presented from our studio.
According to the Assistant Corps Marshal Corps Public Education Officer, FRSC Headquarters, Abuja, BC Kazim, the advice becomes necessary following the carving in of a section of the road between Zariagi and Obajana Cement Factory. Mr. Kazim noted that the development has led to obstruction of free flow of traffic and that concerned authorities are making frantic efforts to carry out palliative measures to restore normal flow of traffic on the road. The Corps Education Officer called on the general public and particularly commuters on this route to cooperate with the relevant authorities, stressing that the Corps will continue to update the public on the development as work continues on the failed portion of the road.
The Nigeria Center for Disease Control has confirmed 460 new cases of coronavirus from 13 states as at 30th August 2021. According to NCDC, the statistics shows that Rivers has the highest number of 164 cases, followed by Lagos State with 139, Edo 61, FCT 32, Bayelsa 20, Oyo 14. Others are Plateau 7, Ogun 6, Anambra and Benue have 4 cases each, Enugu 2, while Cross River and Kaduna has 1 case each. The center also reported that 6 states with 0 cases of the virus are Borno, Ekiti, Nasarawa, Osun, Ondo, and Sokoto states. The data shows that 191,805 cases of the virus have been confirmed in the country, with 178,492 persons discharged, while 2,455 victims could not survive the disease. The National Youth Service Corps Management nationwide has fixed Wednesday, 1st September 2021 for the commencement of the 2021 Batch B Stream 2 orientation courses for members of the National Youth Service Corps deployed to the 36 states of the Federation and Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. In Cross River State, a total of 1,600 prospective course members are expected to report at the NYSC Permanent Orientation Camp, Obubra, for the commencement of the exercise, which will last for the next 3 weeks. The state coordinator of NYSC Cross River State, Mr. Zomo Andrew, is expected to preside over the swearing-in ceremony and declare the orientation course open, while the administration of the oath of allegiance on the prospective corps members will be carried out by the state chief judge at 10 a.m. on Tuesday, 7th September 2021. All prospective corps members mobilized for the 2021 Batch B Stream 2 orientation courses are therefore required to present medical certificate of fitness from government, military or mission hospital along with original credentials for registration on camp. The state coordinator, NYSC Cross River State, Mr. Zimo Andrew, however, called on employers of corps members to forward their letters or requests indicating discipline and number of youth corps members needed by the establishment for posting. He further solicits with the National Union of Road Transport Workers and the general public not to relent on directing the prospective corps members to the camp at Ogubra. He also prayed for God's protection for Cross River State indigents traveling to other states for their orientation course. And finally, to end the news, a recap of the top stories. Some companies from France were in Government House Calabar to embark on waste-to-energy project in the state. This is coming barely a year after the visit of French ambassador to the state. It was also in the news that the Nigerian Center for Disease Control has confirmed 406 new cases of COVID-19 in the country. That is the size of our package for tonight. From me is good night.